Hey there, for this November 16th, 2024 update. A lot of things have happened. Well, I'll try to mention all of them. Number one topic is this issue. So, right here are all my support tickets. Now, I filed like 15 of them, but only like 9 of them are showing. As you can see here, again, this is the same screenshot I showed for, weeks ago. That there's multiple support tickets missing, and on top of that, they're all resolved. Now, why is it that the support ticket right here from 2 months ago is resolved, asking for an alliance logo, and again here, and again here, and it's like, how are these 3 tickets resolved? Am I getting 3 different logos? And this is the questions. I literally went to the Reddit, and I was like I need somebody in management to explain to me why, one, my support tickets are being auto resolved, and two, they are wasting my time for months trying to submit an alliance logo. Like, this is a joke in my face. I've heard many people tell me things like, Crollo, why did you make so many support tickets? And it's like, well, I made support tickets because it'd be resolved and I wouldn't get any human input. And I'm like, okay, so, like, is it a good photo, a bad photo? Is the photo in resolution? Like, auto resolved. It's like, okay, well, I'm like, I guess I'll just make another ticket because it was not resolved. And then again, like, half my tickets are gone. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm probably, I mean, I made a Reddit post. I'm kind of tired of the bad karma, bad, drama, whatever behind that post. Because it's like, again, I posted 15 tickets, but I only see 9 of them, and a lot of them are missing, and no one is really explaining, like, what is their policies with support tickets, how do they address them, why do they auto-resolve them without any human input. These are really real questions I need to know. Telling me things like, don't make a support ticket. Okay, well, that's not going to answer the question why 15 of my tickets were auto-resolved. Because if this can happen to me, this can probably happen to a lot of other people. I myself have been playing the game for about 16 years, and I've known about 5 alliances personally. As soon as they submit the support ticket, they get a message back saying, oh yeah, it's all right, we just sent it off to the art team. And that next Wednesday, they get an alliance logo. And it's like, I've gone through, like, again, 16 years of this. So now when I finally decide to submit an alliance logo, it's taking over 3 months. Over 3 months. This is insane. This is ludicrous. If I were to talk to any of the alliances in question, I'll be like, hey, remember how you submitted your alliance logo and it took less than 3 days to get an alliance logo? Can't relate. I mean, again, this is ridiculous. I need an actual GM. Like GM Swift says, or at least he said like 3 weeks ago, oh, this is really odd. I'll send a message to our art team. And it's like, there's no follow-up. There's no, like, oh, we're sorry. Sorry that Jim over here was doing cocaine and he was just auto-resolving your support tickets. GM Jim, he's on the crack cocaine. Nope, nothing. Just unresolved nonsense. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. If the GMs actually want to respond to the post, that's great. I already feel like it doesn't feel like there's any game moderation whatsoever, because I've had to deal with this for the last 3 months. And it's like, I ask myself where the GMs are, and then I keep on seeing these 45-minute dev blog diaries talking about how they made Revenant, and it's like, cool story. Why haven't you resolved my support tickets in 3 months? Okay, moving on to more serious news. Now, for the Revenant event, it has been a complete disaster. At least for the bigger wigs, a lot of people are complaining on especially Reddit that basically this new DLC drops, and they also give out free Plex or Omega or whatever. And on opening weekend, they barely got like 23,000 players, which is about the norm, which is really upsetting a lot of players because they're like, man, like I kind of feel like this game is dying. And to be honest, I'll tell you, over I would say like three different alliances that do like moon mining, or they were doing high sec moon mining before the change, when they changed the triggers, the SR triggers for faction ships to resonators. You need you don't need SR triggers anymore. You just need Sisters of Eve resonators or Garista Pirates resonators. And because of that, I know a lot of people don't do industry, so let me explain the gravitas of the situation here. So there were over, let's just say there was over 100 alliances mining high-sec moons, and what they would do is they would break down the moon goo into moon reactions. Let's just say asphomeric gases, right? So let's just say that, basically every single unit of asphomeric gases about 4 months ago, let's just say it was around 1,500 to 2,200 per unit, which was pretty good money. It's really good money if you were to high sec. But then they made that change with the resonators, and then the price of asphomeric gases went from 2,200 per unit to about 500 per unit. That's more than a 75% price reduction in industry, like across the board, and no one is addressing this. And I'm like, this is killing high sec. This is killing a lot of places. This is killing a lot of gameplay because people are logging in and they're like, well, I'm not making money like it did 4 months ago, so what's the point? And I try to encourage all these people to replace like moon mining with like now ice mining, but now people are having to deal with the competition of ice mining, gankers in the ice belt, and that whole the whole jazz that comes with that. And it's complete disaster. I'll tell you myself, I've been trying to get the Cenotaph blueprint copy for about 5 days now, and there's been nothing available for 5 days straight after a DLC expansion drop, whatever. And that's never happened to me because it's like last year when they dropped the Outlaw stuff, I got a Kezreal blueprint copy within 2 days. Within 2 days. But I want a Cenotaph blueprint copy. None are on the contract market. No ships are on the market except for Jita, and there's only specifically one ship being sold for 15 billion, which is a joke because they don't actually require that much to build themselves. So I would think that people just buying the blueprint copies are just being stingy. I tried to reach out to Faction Warfare people to try to sell me the blueprint copy. I've tried to post on the official Discord willing to buy blueprint copy, and still not available. So it's very, very depressing that the player base is feeling just an absolute depression in the amount of content being released, in the decisions made by CCP, in the industry decisions made by CCP, the nullsec decisions made by CCP, the ratting decisions made by CCP. Like all these decisions are really bad. I understand a lot of people are like gearing up for the wars, like during this winter break, but like there's just so much drama and so much like so many negatives in the game that it doesn't feel like fun. Like people are having fun, as much fun as they did a couple months ago. Anyways, that's all I got.